Our only coastal stop on this trip was Caesarea by the sea.
It was so beautiful. It was so pleasant. He talked about how the harbor there is where they would greet the representatives from Rome, Pontius Pilate in particular, and how they lived there most of the time. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Easy. I could say, oh no, we need to live on the coast, honey. I know you have to go to Jerusalem and deal with all those troublesome people, but I think we need to live at the beach.
There's a lot of ruins there, and the reason for that is that it was a port city built by Herod the Great.
Actually, I thought Caesarea was pretty interesting. It was somewhat of an engineering marvel. And to think about the seaport was man-made, that there was not a natural harbor there, that they used primitive tools to make a seaport.
The early church exploded in Jerusalem, but it was still a rather pure Christian Jewish church. And they were not reaching the Gentiles, and it was always God's vision to reach the Gentiles. And so Peter, of all people, was selected by the Lord, and he was given a vision on a visit he did down here in Caesarea. We are witnesses of all that he did both in the country of the Jews and in Jerusalem. They put him to death by hanging him on a tree. But God raised him up on the third day and made him to appear. So while Peter was still saying these things, the Holy Spirit fell on all who heard the word, and the believers from among the circumcised who had come with Peter were amazed that the gift of the Holy Spirit was poured out even upon the Gentiles. That's a significant change in the history and the progress of the gospel. Now, for the first time in Caesarea, a very Roman Gentile area, Peter had come, he had preached the gospel, and all of a sudden the Holy Spirit says, I'll show you. And that was the beginning of the Gentile mission. It was now going to explode.